Hi guys, I am recording this on my iPad, so hopefully the audio isn't terrible. Curious to hear this back, but I've been dealing with some technical issues, so videos are kind of hard to make right now, but I'm pushing forward. So this is a Taylor Swift oil painting that I had been working on for a couple weeks. So I wanted to talk about my process. This video was supposed to be a lot longer, but I had to cut a lot of the clips because they weren't importing into my iPad. And long story short, this is sort of what we're getting. So I wanted to do an underpainting, but I didn't really get a chance with this. Like if I did, it had to be a really dark blue, black. So that's what I went with. I went with black, and then on some parts I did dark blue. And I think this really worked out, especially for like the composition of this photo. And I'll have the reference photo linked below. But it's basically Taylor Swift is like submerged in, or is looking like she is submerged in water, and she's wearing this beautiful flowy dress. And I just wanted to capture that in a painting. It's really large. I need to get the measurements, but it's huge. I don't know where I'm gonna put this, but oh well. I have it now, so I had so much fun doing this. It took me about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer than that, maybe like 16 days. But I started with this black color, and I sort of had such a hard time with the math of this grid, just because that's the method that I'm used to, which I can see now is why I should learn how to do things without a grid, because the math was just so complicated when it came to drawing it out, and I had such a hard time with it, and math is not my strong suit. So I definitely need to practice like larger paintings without a grid. Anyway, moving on. I went ahead and filled in all the dark space, all of the dark black, the dark blue, and really tried to thin out my paints this time, because that's something that I know I struggle with. I'm always putting in like a thick layer of paint when really it's not necessary. About an inch of paint can go really far. So that's what I was trying to do when I initially started this. So you'll see me, I'm going in with a black color and a dark blue, and I'm sort of filling in the spots that I know are supposed to be those colors right away. I wasn't necessarily going for likeness with this. I wanted this to be a practice in color, because honestly, I really need to work on color matching. I'm really bad at it, and I'm still learning. I need to stop saying I'm really bad at things. But I'm still learning, that's the truth. It's not my strong suit, and at least I know that much, so I'm not trying to pretend here. And then I went in with this blue, dark blue all over. It's so beautiful. I love the way it turned out, and I wanted to put blue where I felt like it made sense, but I also wanted to match the photo as much as possible. And I don't think that I color matched it well, but I did my best, and that's really all that I can ask for. And here is some of the work. I started putting in green, and I went with like a neon green for the undertones of her skin, at least submerged in water. The white of her skin was like almost iridescent. I don't know. It was really, really shiny white, and I just sort of knew that a green would help pop that out more. So I did green, and then later on you'll see I did gray, and I feel like underpaintings are so important. They really are, because it helps so much when you're looking at a skin tone and knowing, okay, the warm tones of this are orange or pink, or in this case they're green because she was underwater. It just helps so much. I feel like it helps me match things better and takes away some of that stress of like needing to get the skin tone correct on the first try. I mean, it's paint, so I can just go back and remix if I have to. But yeah, I feel like that's just, underpaintings are so important, and I can't wait to continue to play with that. So there I was putting in the white, sort of trying to just frame out where her face was going to go, and using white to do that. And then her neck had a shadow, so I used gray for that. And I'm also trying to get better about wearing my gloves. You'll see. I found some gloves and wanted to use some that weren't just, disposable. So these, I'm going to have a few gloves that I wash and I can just reuse them. So really happy about that. Trying to get better about wearing my mask as well, because I know that the fumes can really get to me when it comes to oil painting, and making sure I have the windows open and all that, safety first. So, and here I'm putting in the gray, and then I start putting it into the arms, and finishing out the neck. But I can't stress it enough, like, the green really helped me understand her skin tone while underwater. It was a lot of fun to learn that. By the way, did you guys know that Walmart sells art supplies? I'm so excited to buy more stuff from Walmart, at least brushes, because I can be really messy with my brushes. I'll leave them there for days unwashed, and I know that's really bad, but until I get into a better practice, I'm gonna just keep leaving them there. And I have my favorites that I make sure to really take care of, but sometimes, like, I just, if it's not a favorite brush, I'm gonna leave it soaking. So yeah, Walmart, they sell art supplies. It's, if you're not watching, if you don't live in California, you don't know what I'm talking about. Walmart is like a huge superstore, and they sell everything. And I recently found out they sell art supplies. So I got a huge canvas. I got a bunch of new brushes that I can just like throw away if they're not good, or if I'm working with something, like if I'm using glue or something. I'm excited. So yeah, I was in the middle of doing this painting, and I went ahead and went to Walmart and picked up some more supplies. And I recently tried this Murphy's oil soap hack for my brushes, and it feels like it's really working out. And the Murphy's oil soap is like this huge bottle, and I can just buy that instead of buying like a $7 little soap from Michael's, the craft store. Like, it just works out so much better. So if you've never tried Murphy's oil soap to clean your oil brushes, I highly recommend. So yeah, I just wanted to say that really quick. Jumping into the end of this video, I am so grateful for anybody who watches and cares about my art. I'm having so much fun. I'm experimenting, I'm learning, and posting about it is also really new. So, I'm just grateful that people even care enough to watch. If anybody has any questions about anything or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. I'll take a suggestion if it's from a fellow artist, and I'm open to that. Just be nice. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys with a new video next week. Bye, friends.